What's going on, man? It's your boy Derrick Washington, aka your favorite barbers, Master Barber for the film industry. You know, we on Star Talk right now with my boy J Haleem.
I'm in the studio with 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 J Haleem. I'm in the studio with J Haleem.
You are now in the studio with J Haleem.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy J Haleem. We on another episode of S.T.A.R.V.E Talk, and this is the special near and dear to my heart one right here, man. This is my brother I got in here. I say good things about everybody. Y'all know that, but I'm telling you, this is my brother right here, and I had to have him on here. He's definitely gonna be a blessing to you guys. His story, and you know, we talked about how we shifted from in the studio with J Haleem to S.T.A.R.V.E Talk for reasons. The acronym S.T.A.R.V.E stands for Stand Tall and Reclaim Victory Every Day. And when I think about that acronym, I can't think about another person higher than this brother right here, Derrick JOD Washington. Still doing the music thing, but Master Barber, you know, movie industry, Master Barber, knock it out the park. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of you, bro, man. I appreciate you taking the time today just to kick it with me, man.
Man, for real, man. You know, it's been a minute since we did the interview. Man, got a lot to talk about. Man, it's been a crazy journey, a blessing, man. You know, happy to be here with you again, man. We brothers for a long time. You've been there since day one. You see me grow, you know, from different avenues, from the music to being a master barber in the film industry to just growing as a man and father, entrepreneur, all of that, man. You know, you see me grow, brother.
They need to hear that, man, because again, as I was telling you off camera, like you are somebody whose story I always go back to when I'm trying to, you know, I'm teaching and I'm training, I'm teaching entrepreneurs and just life coaching and helping individuals out. I always go back to your story because not just as a man, but also as a Black man, you know, you had to make some real grown-up decisions that is not, you know, popular on social media. People are not talking about that stuff. So just to give everybody a little bit of backstory from where you were, you know, and coming up in Columbia, South Carolina to where you are right now.
Man, listen, I've been a master barber for 23 years, but you know, between being a master barber, you know, I'm a musician as well. And I would say about 12 years of my life, man, just dedicated my whole life to music, you know, to writing, to performing, to growing as an artist, you know, developing my craft and skill within that and being able to do a lot of great things within it too as well, you know, traveling, you know, musically, performing and putting out an EP and doing well with that, videos and all of that, man. You know, I had my song playing on the radio, man, you know, for a while, man. That was very exciting, you know, in my hometown. Just doing many things, man, to really grow, man. It wasn't easy. It's a crazy development, and it takes time, you know, for everything to mature in life as a man or a woman. But you have to know that you have something in your life. You know, you have to acknowledge your talents, man. You have to acknowledge your talents so that your gifts can shine, man. You acknowledge your gifts so your talents can shine. You know, so.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy. Like, you know, where you are right now. I just remember we talked about this, but this is the part we never got into. At what point was the shift? Because for people that don't know, you know, like you say, you did your music for a long time and you was doing it parallel to cutting hair.
Right.
And then you left to go to Atlanta. And the number one thing in your mind was, I'm going to do this music thing.
Right. That's
the number one thing in your mind, I'm going to do this music thing.
Number one thing.
But of course, like normal people, like grown-up people, you know, you got a skill. So, you know, all right, well, let me go ahead and cut hair. This is my job. So I'm doing the same thing, but I'm going to be in a bigger, better city. But what happened when you said, all right, I'm going to switch it and I'm going to do this barbering thing and then do the music behind the scenes?
Because, man, you know, for a long time, I wasn't listening to God, man. wasn't. And he was telling me all the right things. You know, he was telling me, you know, man, you have a gift. Your hands is to give, you know, but my talent was the music and is the music, you know, and I was fighting so long, man. I was fighting against myself. And I want people to understand what I'm saying to you all out here in the world that's watching, you know, Star Talk, man. With my boy J Haleem. I was fighting for years, man, fighting for years for my music and not listening to God. And God was, he kept telling me, and I would hear it from him, hey man, you need to pursue your craft and your hair in the hair industry. You know, you need to pursue that. I gave you that at 13 years old. I gave you the ability to make people look good and feel good at 13 years old, man. You know, I picked up the Clippers and I learned so fast, man, how to be advanced with the Clippers and how to do certain things. But I fell in love with the music and I wanted to give that a go in my life. And I thought the music was going to take me where my life is now within the hair business. But, you know, God, it came to a point where I came to Atlanta and I was fighting for the music. And man, I had got real sick, man. And I had caught ulcers and stuff like that because I was worrying about how I was gonna pay bills, you know, child support, how I was gonna eat every day and just, you know, just take my life to another level. And I'm struggling through all of that, but I'm trying to do music. You know, I don't have any income, any financial stability, and I'm just out here just hustling, bustling for the music. But God said, man, listen, I told you what I gave you at 13, you know, and it took me to go into the hospital. It took me, you know, to have ulcers, you know, the size of golf balls to realize and to sit me down so God can talk to me and tell me where I need to take my life. That's when I really realized where my gift lies and what I need to be doing. When he sat me down in the hospital for having ulcers, and he talked to me, man, he woke me out of my sleep, you know, middle of the night, and told me, man, you need to follow your craft as a master barber, and that's going to open up all the doors you need to go in. And I did that, man. And when that happened to me back in 2000, I caught those ulcers, I would say 2018 and the beginning of 2018. And once I listened to God, man, and finally gave him all my ears to, you know, to open up, and he gave me the light. And ever since then, things started happening. I started taking my craft more seriously. I started advancing. I started taking classes on male units, classes on cutting styles, classes on coloring. I started just advancing my talent and just growing within the hair business. And it started open doors. You know, I had a door open for me, and that door was to meet a person named Tanya Cryer. She is my mentor. She's from LA. She's a hairstylist and the hair department head in the film industry. By me taking my craft as a master barber seriously, it led me to meet her. And I met her, and I met her at an event. And I had to rob Peter to pay Paul to even go to the event. I had a phone bill due and a light bill due.
That means you wanted it.
Yeah, man. I had a phone bill and a light bill to do, but this class had cost such and such dollars, man. I had to go. Yeah. And I had to rob Peter to pay Paul to do it. And so once I did that, man, the door started opening, man. And one thing started happening after another.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so crazy, man, because, and that's why you fitting for the you know, the acronym S.T.A.R.V.E, because I know the story, but people need to hear this. People really need to know, because a lot of people wouldn't make that shift, because again, right now, you listen to social media, it's follow your passion. If you're talented at this, do this. You don't want to just work trade your time for money, all this other stuff like that. But nobody's saying, like, nobody's addressing people like yourself. And then, people like yourself aren't having a loud enough voice to say, nah, young brother, nah, young sister, you're amazing at this. And, you know, this is going to feed you. You talked about ulcers, right?
Yeah.
So how has your stress level shifted since you decided to go in this direction? Because ulcers come from stress. So how has your stress level shifted since you given in and went this direction?
Man, I feel amazing, man. You know, I feel so amazing, brother. To be honest with you, I can't even describe how I feel. I haven't been back in the hospital for ulcers since I made that decision,
Mhm.
and I'm happy I made it, man. There's blessings upon blessings, man. No more stress level to that point where I'm sick, where I'm unhealthy. Where I'm not taking care of myself. I'm living a life, man. I'm living my life. I'm in the best shape of my life. I am best shape mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. And I understand how to listen to God, bro. I understand how to follow the path. And I'm good. Life is good, like Mitch would say, man. You know?
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. So you made that decision, which I know it wasn't easy. I know it wasn't easy because you got years. You got years in this thing. You got years in something, and you're not a quitter. You didn't want to you didn't want to put nothing to the back burner. Nothing gave you a reason to say you've gotten enough things to say. Oh, and like you said, you've been on the radio. You've been on the radio in multiple states. What I'm saying? And
Right,
now you
man.
in Atlanta, you're in the place where the music happens. What I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. In the place where music happens, in the place where, you can really get your stripes, man. But it was rough making that decision, bro. It was rough to put the mic down and the pen down. It was rough, man. It was so rough. But once I got into this industry of the hair business and the film industry, and man, I saw like the respect level. I saw, how my craft make people feel. I saw how the actors and the directors and the producers, they're like, wow, man, who did that cut? Who did that amazing wig? Who's behind that? And the respect level, man, it's like loyalty, man. It's like royalty. People love it, man. And I seen what it do, and it did, and the reaction from it is almost like the music. It's like, wow, like you a
That's what came to
god
my
at what you
mind.
do.
That's what
Right?
came to my mind because like you're getting all the accolades that you wanted in music,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
here.
in hair. So like you moving around like a rock star, you know what I'm
For
saying?
real, man. It's like doing shows every week, baby. Show money. It's like
And see, and that's the crazy part. So go you talked about being a dad. You
yeah.
talked about child support and things of that nature. How did it feel to you, when those things weren't a problem anymore? When paying the child support wasn't an issue?
Oh man. Oh man. I actually went to jail behind it. I'm a realist, man, and sometimes in life, and I want people to understand this when they watch this, you have to keep it real with yourself. You have to reveal, your downs in life so people can see, man, because I'm not the only one that's going through it.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand that I'm not the only one. So you have to talk about it. You have to vent about it because people need to hear it, man. And you don't know who you can help. You know what I'm saying? Who you can inspire. But it was rough, man. It was rough not to be able to do that as a grown man, but being able to do it, man, being able to do it without a worry and to see your kids have and everything like that. It's just awesome, man. It feels good as a father, as a dad. And and as a man, it feels refreshing.
Yeah, yeah. Again, in the Black household, I don't know about the white households, but getting put on child support is almost bad as getting
Boy,
shot.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
bro.
girl, you gonna do me like
I'm
that?
telling you, man. And not only right, and not only being put on child support, but just not able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, because as a human being and as a parent, you have to be able to sustain, have stability within yourself before you help anyone else, whether it's a child or your mother, your sister, whatever. Anybody. You have to have stability, man. And I wasn't there at one point in time in my life, man, but I had faith. And I was determined, man. I was determined not to give up until those things are met and done. And we here now, man. Rock star in the film industry, man. For real. Like it's a blessing. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, man. And it's just so funny, man, when I think about, we've been together, we saw those days, but I want to talk about this, definitely the good stuff. So now that you are at that space, you have a child that's grown now. You know what I'm saying? What's that conversation like with your daughter, you know, at this level? Because she saw you trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
She at one point, you know, that's the only person you rolling with. You rolling with her harder than anybody else.
I'm telling you.
And then
Yes.
you have a break in there, but then now y'all together again. And so what is that conversation like now?
Man, you know, it's so weird because like, you know, actually she moved from Columbia, South Carolina to live with me here in Georgia to go to EMT school to be an EMT in the medical field. And she's doing very well right now. She's going to Georgia Piedmont. She's doing very well. She's graduating soon. And to have her walk in, to see her development, to see her every day, man, and to see her development and to see her grow, to see the conversations we have about life, about, you know, where she want to go, about the moves she want to make, and her asking me questions about entrepreneurship, about what I do, about what's her next step. She asking me, Dad, what I need to do next? You know, what's the things I need to do next to be ready for this, ready for that, ready for this, and I'm giving her all the advice, and it's so cool, like. And I think about it after we talk and she leave and walk away from me, I'm smiling, like, dang. Like I remember having these dreams about her talking to me about these things, or having these flashes of the conversations we having now, you know, even when she was young, you know what I'm saying? So, and she, you know, it's very inspiring to her to see me come from riding in a car with leaking oil, breaking down, horns on the top, to see me riding in the car. I got to put oil in it every day to see her, you know, for her to see me, you know, going to the grocery store and spending a little bit of money because I don't have a lot to get us some food for tonight, to see what, you know, for us going to the store now and we getting what we want, and, you know, going out to dinner, and it's for her to see that, it's very inspiring to her, you know, for her to see me, you know, to be where I'm at in my life, in my career. And it's very inspiring to her because she's been in the shop with me since she was a little girl, and she spent a lot of time with me in the barbershop. So she's seen me grow as a stylist, as a man, as a person, as a professional. So she's very proud, man. And I'm very proud of her. And it's making her want to be, you know, more than what she is. It's making her want to strive to be great at what she do.
And that's amazing. It's just so multifaceted with all of the wins, and it's just so many things of, oh, it was like this before, but it's not like that now.
Yeah.
What did that say about not giving up, man? Because, you know, a lot of people, we can't see but 200 feet in front of us. You know what I mean? You driving in the car, you only see your lights only go for 200 feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't see but 200 feet in front of you. What does that say to people about, like, look, you can't give up because you don't know how this story going to end, because you got people with kids and their kids are 10 years old and they're like, all is lost. But you're not knowing if you stay the course, what is it going to look like when they turn 20? You know what I'm saying? Right,
man, right. And, you know, the journey is real. And, you know, today's kids, you know, a lot of them want things in a microwavable style, you know, but you have to appreciate the journey, you know, and man, it just says a lot. You know, it says a lot, bro, to the testimony of a person who came from little Columbia, South Carolina, man, to be in Atlanta, Georgia, and to be the elite of what I do, man. It's a testimonial boundary that nobody can, you know, turn back, can't do nothing about it. Cause it was for you, man. Favor ain't fair. And somebody told me that a long time ago, man. One of my good friends told me a long time ago, favor ain't fair, Derrick. Favor ain't fair, man. And I used to be like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, like, what is, and it took me to become a man. It took me to become, you know, a full-grown man, and to realize what that means, man. And that means no matter what goes on in your life, no matter who trying to tear you down or who don't believe in you, favor ain't fair. Whoever's for you, God got for you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's a testimony, Jay, you know. And man, I'm here, man.
I'm happy about it, man. So let's talk about the industry, man. So, you know, you made this shift. You
Yep.
got a chance to, get your opportunity, Tyler Perry Studios,
Yep.
and you've been knocking out the park. But what does it look like now being that elite of elite? Like now this has been your everyday for the last few years now. So what does that look like now?
Man, it looks like it looks like a person that's going to win an Emmy or Oscar or something real soon. That's what it looks like, brother.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like now. I'm on that point in my career where I'm like, man, I'm very competitive, man, with everything I ever done with basketball, any sport I ever did, being an artist, I'm very competitive, and I always want to be the best and do the best at whatever I'm doing. And I'm at the point now, man, I want to win something big, bro. I want an Oscar, I want an Emmy for what I do. And that's the next thing for me, world renowned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at, bro. That's the next thing. That's where it's headed.
Yeah. So I remember when you told me, you were just working at Tyler Perry, then you went and got, to a position where you can work anywhere in the country.
That's right.
What was that shift like? How did that shift come about, and what did that feel like when it went from, oh, I'm local to I could be, like you said, world renowned?
Yeah, man. So man, I worked at Tyler Perry for 3 years. Man, did great work there. Mr. Perry has changed my life. I'm so grateful for him. So thankful. He's a great dude, man. But I got into the union. Once I got into the union, man, I could spread my wings. Let me tell you another thing too, world. You got to understand, when you working in certain arenas as a professional, it's good to be a likable person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna like you, but it's good to be a likable person. I didn't say everybody will like you, but being likable will get you a lot of places, man. And people will rock with you. And one thing I did, and I always did, was speak to people, get to know people. And that led me to working in other arenas, getting other opportunities. Man, I worked on Spider-Man. I worked on Black Panther II, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, and working with CBS right now. And that's all off of coming from Mr. Perry. That's all off of that start and leading to getting into the union, and it's moving on and meeting people and people seeing my attitude, my work ethic, and my skill set, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm able to travel across this world and work with different arenas, different productions, different studios. And it's just been an amazing thing, man.
Delve into that work ethic portion, because a lot of people skipping that part. A lot of salesmanship on social media is, you don't have to work hard. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to work hard. You don't really got to work that hard. Why you got to do this? You don't have to work that hard. Why is it important for people to still believe in hard work?
Man, because it's a mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's a state of mind. Like, nothing's given, bro. Nothing's given. If it's given to you, you're not going to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hard work makes you appreciate things. It makes you humble. It makes you ready. It makes you have readiness, because when curveballs come, or when valleys and peaks come within that journey, you know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You know how to build upon it. You know what I'm saying? And you need that in your life, man. I don't want nothing microwavable, bro. I don't want nothing. I want it the hard way, because see, man, now I appreciate it so much, man. And I acknowledge God about it. And a lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I put him in the front for us, man, because that keeps me humble. It keeps me blessed, and it keeps me striving for more, man. And it keeps you hungry, because once you get comfortable, it's over with.
Wow.
Once you get comfortable, it's over with, man. You're done. You're done. And I'm never going to get comfortable, bro. Never.
And that's great that you put that out there, because you working in the field that you are in is always a new barber. It's always a new hairstylist. It's always a new somebody on the come up that'll take less than you take, that'll take more crap than you take, all of that other stuff. So how do you deal with that, or more so, how do you even, give advice to those people that's coming through? You start to see the new cats coming on the scene. How do you, help them out?
Well, man, one thing I tell them, man, first of all, be a professional. That's first. Be on time. That's second. And if you don't know something, it's okay, because you always learning, bro. Like when you think you got it all, you don't. You know, you have to always reinvent yourself in this industry. It's always so much to learn, because in the film industry and in the hair industry, hair is evolving all the time. So many new styles, so many new things that's coming, so many things like all the time that's coming out in this world. And you have to have readiness, because in today's society, man, you know, so many looks are very important, and there's so many looks to be done. You know, you have to be ready to assimilate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I would tell them, you know, give them advice of always be a learner, man. Always be willing to learn. Always be a student.
Yeah.
And that will keep you, you know, knowledgeable. It will keep you going to different levels and levels and levels of levels in this industry.
So, you know, we talked about what you do, you know, for the film industry. Let's talk about your entrepreneurial journey, because, you know, you still have to maintain it's your own place and make sure other people are doing what they need to do. So how has that journey been, you know, especially since you immediately got shoved into the movie industry and started going crazy, where you used to be there every day. Now you might have to be there once a week or once every other week. How does that happen? How does that work out for you?
Well, it's been a struggle, you know, being an entrepreneur, you know, Master Barber here in Atlanta. You know, what's so crazy is that I remember at one point in time, I was struggling to get clients. And then all of a sudden I got I got an arsenal of clients now. And the more I get busy in the film industry, the more I get clients. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you would think it would be a decline, but it's an incline, brother. So it's like, wow, how can I fit all these people in? I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know, with all these people I'm getting and stuff like that, because they look forward to seeing me, man. They look forward to that work.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's been a struggle. Actually, it's been kind of a struggle trying to balance it a little bit, but it's been I had to really focus on making that a smooth transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still smoothing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because one day, bro, I'm gonna retire from being a barber in the shop. You know, I'm gonna retire from that. Don't know when. You know, I'll let God speak to me on that. But it's getting to that point where I'm getting so busy in the film industry. I don't really have time, and the time I'm having, I want to spend with kids, family, loved ones, and things like that. So it's a transition that I'm working on right now, man.
I know before you had somebody in the shop, how have you been, you know, how they're handling that? Or are you trying to get them up the par so that even if you're not around, they can still handle those clients that's coming through? Because I know, and it's a tough thing, because once somebody cut your hair right, you don't want nobody else.
I'm telling you, man, and you know, like my mother asked me, she was like, how do you feel about people just all over you about these haircuts? I was like, Mom, it's like a drug. You know, I got the hottest drug on the street. And I'm telling you, it ain't going no way. It's the hottest ish. And I'm telling you, the market is, I'm gonna kill the market. And, you know, and that's how I look at my work. It's like a drug, because once you sit down with me and get a hit, it's over with. It's over with, bro. You can go anywhere else, but you ain't gonna never get that hit the same way you got it from me, bro. And that's how I explained it to my mom. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can understand that.
You speak your language. She speaks your language. Hey, listen, Fat Joe said yesterday's price is not today's price.
No,
so you in the A, and now you a master barber, not just in the shop, but you a master barber for the film industry. Work on blockbuster film,
right? That's right.
$1 billion film.
That's right.
What is the talk about your price point? Because I know it's jumped.
I tell you, it ain't cheap to play, but it costs you to play, baby. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And all you're gonna play in this game is gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, you know, it's, you know, bro, to be honest with you, bro, it's well overdue. You know, yeah, the price ain't the same no more like it was in Carolina or like when I first moved here. But what I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you still a great service. I'm still give you that attention that I always gave to all my clients. Just like I would give to a celebrity client, I will give it to a regular client. And I'm gonna give you that work, that attention, and that experience when you come see me, man. So the price I charge wouldn't affect you. You wouldn't feel no type of way, because you getting a great experience, and it's like no other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the price is different, man. Price is up, baby. We up. You know what I'm saying? But
All the way
you
up.
know, all the way up, baby. Come on, talk to me.
So how does Derrick JOD Washington deal with haters and naysayers? Because I mean, you got to come home. You know, everybody they don't speak the language no more. Or they feel like you're not speaking the language no more. Or you know, you're not at the shop no more. You know, chucking the job in the A. You gotta, you know, you in Tyler Perry Studios or somebody else's studio. Now you CBS. You
That's
know?
right. That's
So
right.
what's that talk like? What's the naysayers and the haters talking about?
Man, you know, it's funny because like people see like, cause you know, bro, I post certain pictures with me and celebrities every now and then. And I don't do that for bragging rights. I do that for happy rights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm very happy. I'm in a great place in my life, and that's why I do it. But people take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
People take it like, oh, he bragging. And when I come home, I'm talking about the experiences I'm having, you know, with celebrity people that we grew up watching as kids. And I'm telling my friends,
Wow.
I'm telling my friends about it. And some people, they look at you like, oh yeah, he don't got high posts, he doing too much. But I'm really just happy.
Yeah.
And I'm really just expressing my happiness. But I learned, you know, when you're not eye level with people no more,
Mm-hmm.
they don't, it's over with. You
Yeah.
know, it's over with. You might as well leave them
Over
down there at their eye level, and you keep going to your eye level and up and up and up, because they can't catch up with you, because you going like Hov said, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking past you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Hov said that. You know what I'm saying? So I done got to the point now, I'm not looking at you, man, I'm looking past you. So it's like, you know, and they feel it too, man. And the people got a lot to say, man, but they got to understand that what's for me was for me, and favor ain't fair. And like I said earlier, favor ain't fair, man. And what's for me is for me. So I just look at it as I take everything as a positive attitude, and I just move forward.
Yeah. Why do you feel like it's so hard for people to just, you know, celebrate? Like, this is his time, and my time will come. You know, my blessing will be there around the corner. Like, why is it hard for people to come to that conclusion?
And you know what's so funny, bro? I remember when I was living in Colombia, before I touched that, I just want to say, I remember when I was living in Colombia, and friends around me and people around me was winning.
Yeah.
You know, houses, getting married, houses, traveling, you know, a new job, new income. I always was happy for them.
Yeah.
And I always was like, one day it's going to be me. You know, I said, one day I'm going to have those things. And I don't know why it's like that, man. You know, I can't pinpoint it, but what I want to say is, man, you know, when people are winning, you should want to celebrate that, so it can feed off on you, so it can inspire you to be great at what you want to do. Now, I have some friends, man, that have reached out to me, you know, since I've made it into this industry and doing the things I'm doing. I have certain friends that reached out to me and said, hey, man, Jay, I just want to tell you, you know, the things that you've been doing, it motivated me to do things that I want to do. You know, I want to start my own business. I want to venture off and do these things, man. You inspire me, man. So, you know, I've gotten a little taste of that, you know, and it felt good. You know, it felt real good. But I have a lot of people who still stuck in that, you know, crabs in the barrel, that little peas in the pot. Boy, they can't get off the barrel. They can't get off the truck, man.
Yeah.
They can't get off the truck. They stuck, man. They feel like, man, he was just with me the other day. He was just with me. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, when you pull up, listen what I'm saying. When I was posting pictures with celebrities and stuff like that, bro, and when I came home in my truck, I'm gonna give you an example. I was posting pictures and stuff. I'm working at Tyler Perry Studios. I'm meeting all these celebrities, but nobody really gave a flip about none of that.
Yeah.
But when I pulled up in a thing, oh, he was straight. He good. Boy, he got the bag. Yeah, Tyler Perry. But you see how a thing would make people change? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just a thing. And hell, I deserve a car. I ain't had one in a long time.
And see, you said something that was amazing. Two things at this point, because you said that you was always happy for people. And I truly believe, I just literally put that on my TikTok. Like, yo, the energy you put out, that's what you should expect back. And so you put out that energy, and like you said, that's gonna be me. And that's why you got it, because people might not give it to you, but the universe ain't gonna never let you down. You know what I'm saying? Why you put that out into the world, saying, yo, I'm happy for this person. I'm really genuinely clapping for him or her. I'm really happy. And then that's been seen, and that's been honored. That's why you got it back. And then you talked about the car situation. Like, nobody ever want to talk about how you got to where you got to. You know what I'm saying?
They just see the ending, bro. They
just see the finished product, man. They don't want to see. It's like they take that story. They say, you ask God for a cake, and you get mad when God give you the eggs and all the other stuff. Everything to make the cake. You got to make the cake yourself. You get an attitude about that part. You wanted to have a whole full 3-layer cake for you. And like you said, part of your situation was, I don't have a car. I've been catching Uber for the last few years.
Megabus.
All that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
And so, like, damn, can I have something? You had a car the whole last 6 years. I ain't had no damn car. So like, now, is you mad? Because how you know I wasn't sitting for 3 years just saving my money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I was doing, but they don't ask that part. They don't say how you got it, because somebody like you would probably just tell, man, look, I ain't have a car for a few years. I was doing this. I had to do that. I did whatever I needed to do.
That's right.
And that might help them. That will help them. That'll bless them getting that information.
That's right.
It's just nuts, man. So, one thing that you did have a plan to do when you went to Atlanta was do mentorship.
Yep.
So, and you have did it. You successfully been doing it. But how has your mentorship shifted with your success?
I got so busy in the film industry. But first of all, the 2 years that I did my mentoring program at Georgia State University, it was a blessing, man. It opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people.
At that, right?
I was able to bring guest speakers in from all over. Friends, people who were entrepreneurs, business owners, doctors, musicians. I brought rich radio personalities. I brought a little bit of everybody into Georgia State to talk to those kids, man, and in the NTM program through the early college program that it was providing at Georgia State University, man. And it shifted, man. Once I got so busy in the film industry, I started doing like pop-up appearances, at certain schools, in the Fulton County, certain schools in Atlanta, Georgia, and the urban communities, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to do pop-up, guest appearances and bring some guest speakers with me as well. But I wasn't able to have my program at a direct facility, because once Georgia State, their early college program took a downfall after 2 years of that program, I wasn't able to have a straight facility to do it out of. But I was able to travel, through the district, travel through Fulton County, and just do my program, which was great. I'm not able to do it at a high level that I was doing at one point in time. But all that is getting ready to change, through the blessings of what's going on now. I'll be having my own facility, man, in the future, so I can run my program through my own building, my own MTM building, my own everything, man. Everything I ever dreamed of, everything I ever talked about is coming to fruition. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's in the future.
Man, the funny thing is, man, people don't know you. They got to know that you are a extremely humble dude. And I just remember, when you were gifted, these keyboards to help these kids. Like, people got to see that. People have to see that where the humbleness was like, yo, how bad you wanted to be a blessing to these kids, and then people saw it, and then it wasn't no black person either. Keep it all the way funky.
Keep it all the way funky. It wasn't a black person. It was I mean, it wasn't nobody black that gave me these keyboards, man. It was somebody who saw what I was trying to do. Somebody who loved my energy, loved the fact that I want to give back to the youth, the urban youth. And they really invested in me, man,
Yeah.
and took their time to really help me. And I'm forever grateful,
Yeah.
forever grateful for those people, man. I don't want to say any names, but
You good.
man, secret investor. But what I want to say is thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed. And I've given away keyboards to kids who really needed it, who really love music, who wanted to practice on their music artistry. And I was able to be a vessel to them, man. And that was great. And I'm forever grateful for that, to all those students, man, at Washington, Carver, and Drew High School here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. Straight up.
Yo, man. So we're gonna get back to the music real fast. You just had an amazing scenario happen for you not too long ago. You and a partner of yours created a song for the Raiders. Yo, now anybody know you a diehard Raider fan. I'm looking forward to catching you in Vegas. Since I relocated to Vegas, I can't wait to, when the season starts.
Yeah,
so we can kick it, because I know you're gonna be at a few Raiders games when you're coming out here. But how did that come about, man? You just make a song for the Raiders, and then next thing you know, they got you performing and all that other stuff.
So, man, God, when I tell you he does things, and you got to look at it for what it's worth. Like I told you at the beginning of this, interview, I love music still. I still love it. I still write. I still record. I love it, man. And I've been a Raider fan for 24 years. And, I have a friend of mine, Victor Brown, good brother of mine, within the Raider Nation, man. He's an entrepreneur himself, a good brother, black man, strong man, with a great family. And he loved the Raiders like myself, man. And he's an entrepreneur. He does music like myself. He has his own clothing line, Raider apparel, patches, everything you want. About that silver and black, he got it. And we would always go to games, man. We sat together and we would hear all these other artists and stuff from different countries and different states rapping about the Raiders, and we was like, man, we can kill that, man. We can really make some great music, man. Jay, you a great artist, and he would tell me all the time, you a great artist, JOD. I'm a great artist. Let's make some Raider music, man. And we started going in the studio making Raider music, man. And it took off. When I tell you it took off, man, we have our own YouTube page now. We have our own page, our own self-proclaimed Baddguyz page on Facebook. We have a page on Instagram, and we have followers, man. We got the Raider Nation is on us. We dropped a mixtape. It's been going crazy in the Raider Nation. We got I performed in Dallas, man. I went to Dallas for the Raiders last year, for the Raiders and the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. And we performed out there, man, in Dallas, man. A crowd of 2,000-3,000. I'm talking about, man, we did it up, man. I'm talking about Raider Nation across the world. We sold records. They buying stuff online. They buying merch. Baddguyz for life, baby. Like, listen, we shot videos. I'm talking about, bro, this thing is really gonna take off, man. I'm so proud of the Raider music. I'm so proud of the nation. They love us. And we just going all across the world performing and dropping that music, bro. This gonna lead to something real, real big. Trust me.
Man.
Hey, trust me, bro. It's on this way.
Man, that warms my heart, man, because again, I am really on a whole thing. Like I actually created a title for it's not my next book, for one of my books. It's gonna be called Passion Kills. And I never put that out yet. I'm putting it out now so people are gonna hear it. But one of my next books is gonna be called Passion Kills. And the reason why is because passion, the definition is an uncontrollable emotion. You know what I'm saying? And so when people are following their passion, they're following an uncontrollable emotion down a dark hole. And what I want people to do is do what you've done. You're not following your passion. You're taking your passion with you.
That's right. That's right, man. Amen on that, brother. Taking it with me.
You gotta have it in your back pocket. You gotta have it in your book bag. You gotta have it, how Batman saying, your utility belt. But you can't follow it. You have to, you have to stay in your right mind. And then when times get rough, you gotta pull it out.
That's right.
When you at a rock and a hard place and you're gonna make a decision, like you said, not, I don't know if I'm gonna pay the light bill or I'm gonna pay this other bill, but I'm gonna go here. That's the passion for doing what you're doing, coming out and say, you know what, I'm gonna go that route. But that's not an everyday thing. You can't live uncontrollably every day. And in order to be successful, you have to make that into a lifestyle. And so just to see the things that I know personally that you're uber passionate about, and that's music and the Raiders, being able to come together, it only came together because you got your life in order and you focused on taking care of everything you needed to take care of as a man first.
That's right.
And it gave you the opportunity to do the things that you're passionate about.
That's right, man. You couldn't have said that more better, brother. You could have said that more, brother, more better. I realized what God had for me and I listened to him, and he is opening all the other doors. Yeah,
for sure, man. I just thank you so much for that, man, and just being able to see it, being around and witness it, because it's like I'm seeing so many people say, follow your passion, follow your passion. I put it on my blog. I said, don't follow your passion, take it with you. And I got to put this in the book. That's my way of getting my stuff out. I got to put it in the book because I got to stop our people. I got to do my best I can to stop our people, because we're leaving jobs that's paying us money and taking care of our family, and to pursue a passion. And I want you to do that, but you can't pay your bills.
Can't do that.
You're having a hard time paying your bills. And if you don't have no other choice, I get it. But if you have a choice, hang in till you can do what you need to do. Or, go deeper, don't go wider, learn some more. Maybe to get more, like you said, you was cutting hair for years. Now you finally say, you know what? I'm going to learn how to do color. I'm going to learn this. I'm going to learn that. And once you started learning more, you became more.
I became more, brother.
Yeah, it's like you can't say you a master barber. I can't say I'm a master barber because I pick up clippers. I got to become a master barber.
You got to become that.
Yeah, I have to become a master barber to require what master barbers get. Like, we want it without becoming it. And it's like, our excuse has been our passion. That's been the biggest excuse, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, especially for my people, because they have tricked us or allowed us to trick ourselves into not actually being in the race, not actually being in a situation where we can get ahead, because we spend 3 and 4 and 5 years trying to figure it out, getting nothing, and then we behind. Are we behind with our children? We behind with our women. We behind. Then we start feeling less than men. And so now when we do something, we're doing something that's not, becoming of our character to get to where we need to get to, as opposed to saying, you know what, my daddy had me underneath cars since I was 10 years old. I know everything about cars. Yes, I love doing this music, but until I get this music popping, I'm gonna be underneath a car, because that's gonna pay for my lights. That's gonna pay for my studio time. I ain't gonna have to ask nobody for nothing. Because this young brother want to do music. One thing I can say about you always invested in yourself. But it's these young brothers, they gonna stick a gun in your face just to get studio time.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like,
studio time.
And bro, this is touch on that. You asked me something early and it popped back up in my head. When you asking about who I can trust to, I had to go back on this because it hit me. Yeah. Who I can trust to take over things within the salon matter, within, my clientele and things like that, when I'm not able to really be available. I had a young fella, man, who I was trying to mold and trying to build up and give him the game on, being a master barber and how to treat people and having professionalism, but he didn't receive it well. So we had to go different directions. And see, the young kids of today, they don't understand about development, they want everything given to them. But see, where I'm from and the era I came from, you got to work for yours. You got to put in the time. You have to be humble and be knowledgeable so you can receive all the gifts and the blessings. And he wasn't able to do that. So we had to part ways. So I'm still right now working on developing someone to be that person that I can count on and depend on.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. You know, again, what the young cats got to understand is that you're going to get there. Like, what the thing is, they see you.
Mhm.
They see you, and it's not just young cats, people. Period. Because I got somebody that I'm dealing with that right now. Somebody, you know, I grew up with, a little older than me, but I grew up around same neighborhood, and they're trying to circumvent the system because they feel like I'm heavy. So he heavy. So if I just get around him, I'll be heavy. And I'm like,
Right.
boy, I went through so much to
Yeah,
get
man.
there. And
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
trying to hold you up, but you will get there
Yeah.
faster than me if you listen to what I'm telling you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You will get there
Yes.
way faster than me. You won't
And
have to go through
yes.
half the hell I went through. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just say I'm gonna get next to you and it's gonna
Right.
fix all your problems, because
Right.
that's not how it works. And so they can't, you know, it's probably hard seeing you. He ain't never here, like you said, driving your nice whips, and you know, hey, he doing this, man. Let me go. Like, man, you ain't getting in no, no certifications or nothing like that without putting in the work. They're gonna ask you that. How long you been doing this?
That's right,
How long
man.
you have under your belt? You know what I'm
23
saying?
years, 23 years, man. I've been amongst us. And you know, the guy who I'm saying, he was a young guy, he was 25 years old. And I was like, boy, you could be better than me.
Yes.
If you start now, you can be better than me. When I was 25, I didn't know all this because it's this. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you can really get ahead of the game, ahead of the curve. But like you say, man, you know that you have to get more mature. You have to be ready, and he just wasn't ready.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So as I told you in the beginning, man, the acronym that we have for this podcast, ST.A.R.V.E, stand tall and reclaim victory every day.
Like that. Love it.
What does that mean to you?
Stand tall, man. Pride, poise, and dedications.
Mm,
That's what that means.
wow.
Pride, poise, and dedication. You
Wow.
know, where I come from and the school I come from, shout out to Eau Claire High School, you know, Sand Rocks, Columbia, South Carolina, man. And that place instilled pride, poise, and dedication. That's what Talk Star, you know, that's what that represents to me. Pride, poise, and dedication. Stand up, you know, be assertive, know what you want, don't give up, stay at it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, when I pivoted and brought up that name, you know, like I said, people like yourself is people who I thought about, is because you can tell all the accolades all day long. You go on social media, people gonna show you the yachts, whether they rented or not. They're gonna show you all of the nice cars and everything, the houses and everything like that, but they're never telling you how they made it over.
Yeah, man.
And that's
Yeah.
what's breeding this sense of entitlement, like with the young brother you talked about, like with these other people, because they feel like I'm just going to do what you do and then I'll be there. And it's like, no, it's not. You can't think of a rapper. Like people think, oh, Jay-Z been rapping in 86. He
Right.
ain't his things in 96. I literally
Right.
just heard the dude in Atlanta, Black Entertainment. He spoke up big for Rick Ross. He said, man, I've been rocking with Rick Ross when Rick Ross in 1996. Ross ain't dropped his first album to 2006.
Right, man. Right. Ross, I been rocking with Ross when he was with Po Boy Entertainment.
See what I'm
You know,
saying?
he was Teflon Don. He wasn't Rick Ross then.
See, but this is what I'm talking about. And so it's nobody you gonna find. You know, you can go and find Puffy dancing in people's videos and Jermaine Dupri dancing in videos, even though Jermaine Dupri's daddy was heavy in music, but he still had to pay his dues. I don't understand why these people feel like it's gonna happen overnight. And I figured it's coming from social media. So because I have my own platform, I said I don't want to just big you up about how great you are. I got a part of that, but it's a part in this. In every interview is going to be how you made it over, because we overcome by our testimony. We only get there if we tell our story. And for me, I wanted to make sure my people get a chance to tell the real story, speak exactly what happened, and so somebody can actually take something from it. That's what's needed. That's what's needed. So, man, you know, I appreciate you. I love you, bro. This is, man, let me tell you something. You are literally probably one of the most person I use as an example to people when I'm talking in my classes that I'm teaching, I'm talking to somebody who I'm coaching or training. I use that example, man, because I just love so much how your story was. I got a chance to watch it. I got a front row seat.
Yeah,
And,
man.
you know, I got a front row seat to see the shift. And then me telling you about my passion and something I want to get off my chest. And because you following it, you gave me an opportunity. My
That's
first
right.
time speaking was via your mentorship program. And so now me on all over the country, I've been flown to different parts of the country speaking, but my
Yeah,
first,
man.
you know, but my first opportunity was given to me by you, which is documented in my book. So
It is.
it's a
Yeah.
crazy situation when you go and do that. You never understand the ripple effect of
Yeah.
other people that comes from that. And I'm so grateful. I am super, super grateful for that opportunity, for you having the guts to step out of your comfort zone, go to another place, because I've lived in a bunch of places in the country, but at the time when you left, I was scared as hell to think I would ever go anywhere else again, because I failed in other places, or at least
Yeah.
I felt like I did. And so
Right.
now that I'm in Las Vegas and I left, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, 5 or 6 years later after you left, it's this that you play a part in that. Of course, number one is God, but you
Yeah.
were the person that played a part in that. You took that step, and I got a chance to see it up close and personal. I said, man, that's amazing. I can possibly do that. Then I saw our other brother Neef do it, and
That's right.
I'm like, yeah, I can do this again. It took my own time, but again, I couldn't just jump when you did, like we telling the kids. I had to
Yeah.
do it in my own time, but I'm so happy that this time I got a chance to see somebody do it before me. I got a chance to see them walk the dog. And so it definitely made it easier for me when it came my time to go ahead and go out for my more and for my greater. So,
Man,
bro,
I'm glad I can be a vessel to you, man. And I'm glad I can be a vessel. And it makes me smile every time I see you. You know, I see you speaking. I see you doing your podcast. I can't do it. It flutters my heart, brother. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you, man, for real. And keep going, keep growing. It's going to get better and better, man. You know?
No, man, I appreciate you. You know, the love is there, man. Let everybody know what your social media is. Definitely the Raider joint too. Give them all of those so they can find you. They can download. Listen, I got this joint. I got all of the stuff. I'm not a Raider fan, but I'm right there from the Bay with him. He's in Vegas now, but you know, I'm a 49er fan, so that Bay love is there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's there, man. It's there. And when y'all made it to the playoffs, I was showing love. You know what I'm saying? And,
no doubt.
But you can reach me at JOD the Artist on Instagram. That's JODTHE Artist, ARTIST. You can reach me that on Instagram, and on Facebook. You can reach me at Derrick JOD Washington. And hit me up in those places, man. You can catch me on YouTube, the Baddguyz, BADDGUYS. That's our YouTube page, our Raider page. We got videos on there, new music dropping, mixtapes, singles, things like that. You can catch us on Facebook. Check our page out, Baddguyz, BADDGUYS. Bad Guy Music, baby. We dropping, coming soon. Check us out in Vegas coming up this year. Football, baby.
Hey, y'all go ahead and support that, because I want to see my bro, you know, performing at the Raiders game. They need to do a deal with my bro. They need to do a Raider deal, literally.
Don't
with
do a
my
deal.
bro
Deal's
for that.
coming, baby.
For real.
They're gonna cut the check, baby. They're gonna cut the check. Trust me, baby.
And y'all just got a hell of a pickup too. So at wide receiver. So Vegas is about to be on fire in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And so we looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that, man. But again, y'all know how to find me, www.jhaleem.com, iwon'tstarve.com. I am J Haleem on all social media platforms. Get it to that S.T.A.R.V.E Talk YouTube page. Go ahead to YouTube, just put in S.T.A.R.V.E Talk. And on Instagram, follow S.T.A.R.V.E Talk Instagram page at S.T.A.R.V.E Talk. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, keep it party going. If you or yourself are somebody who fits the S.T.A.R.V.E, stand tall and reclaim victory every day. If you have a story, holla at us, get in contact with us. Maybe we don't know who you are, but we definitely want to talk to you, because we want to keep putting this positivity out here. We want somebody who's willing to tell their story, not to gloss over it. You know, we can't get past this part. The only way we help people is if we testify and we let people know how we made it over. We make it easier for the people who coming behind us. That's what we stand for here, and that's how we're going to keep it rolling. Listen, one more time for my bro, Derrick JOD Washington. Shout out to, you know, everybody that's been supporting you, man. Keep my brother up, MTM. Hey, listen, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of this year got for you, man. I love you, bro.
Me too, man. Love you too, man. Keep going, baby. Star Talk, baby. MTM. First string ENT. That's how we do.
We coming back. Hey, listen, this is what we've been doing for a long time, y'all.
That's right, baby.
I'm in
Keep
the
shooting.
studio with J Haleem.
I'm in the studio with J Haleem.
I'm in the studio with J Haleem.
I am in the studio with J Haleem. I'm in the studio with J Haleem.
You are now in the studio with J Haleem.